He's just a good old boy who loves burning rubber and driving fast. You're tuned into the Clay Milligan YouTube channel where you never know what you're gonna see.
Back in the shop today. I am waiting on the fitting we need to get the Hydroboost going again. Curiosity is definitely on me, or I don't want to say curiosity is killing me, but this is the Hydroboost unit that we put on when we were putting Dentley together that may or may not be causing our brake issues, but I am wanting to see what it looks like inside, because right now it's just a core that I've got to take back and get a little bit of my money back after buying it. Let's take this thing apart. It may never go back together, but let's see what's inside one of these things. Okay, let's take this bad boy apart. I've got the bolts out of it. Kind of curious to see. Okay. Looks like just a simple little valve there. Let me grab y'all and take a peep here. So, I don't really know. So this rod right here is what actually pushes on the master cylinder. And then, let me take a little more look around here. This is the high pressure side. I have no idea how this works, y'all. I'm making this up as I go. So fluid would come in under pressure here. When you push the brake pedal, look, there's a pivot right there. See that pivot? Right in there, there's a pivot. So when you push the brake pedal, it would appear to me that this moves. Yep. The brake pedal's actually attached there. So you push that, this moves. I can actually pull that out. Pivot right there. Okay. And this valve is in here. So when you push the pedal, that would allow that to move forward. But why? Maybe there's nothing wrong with this thing. Why is this not working? Unless there's some piece of trash or something. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking, but now we got an idea how that works. Push the pedal, moves this pivot, moves this valve back and forth, high pressure in here, hits that valve, moves, and helps you push the brake pedal. And then there's the return, I'm assuming for when the pedal's pushed, that goes, and this is the other side of the high pressure. All right, I'm going to look this over a little more. I don't know that we learned anything other than what the inside of a Hydroboost looks like. Well, I've broke this thing down about as far as I think I can. Couple things, so I'm gonna call this our slide valve. I don't know what it's really called. That seems to work just fine. I see no trash, any burrs, anything in there to stop that from going. So that's pretty simple. That spring actually goes in the end of it. Then the other thing I found was, where'd it go? Right there. This little deal, it has a hole in the end of it, and I know y'all will not be able to really see that. I'll try to back away. Little hole there. It appears to be a spring and some kind of O-ring inside of it. If it's a hole in this side, I cannot really determine that. It came from out of here. Then there's this little doohickey thingy that's got a pin that moves back and forth in the center. It goes right there. Whatever that is, I can't get it out. I really have found nothing that tells me that I'm broken. The pivot point in there, which actually will come right out, that seems to be just fine. So all in all, have I found a problem? No. Do I understand more how this works? A little bit, maybe. The one thing I don't know is, I know this is like full of nitrogen, and reading about these things is supposed to give you 1 or 2 brake pedal pushes if your power steering pump quits for whatever reason. I cannot find a port where it connects through to this side. Looking down in here, I really don't see anything. That piece you see way down there, that's actually a casting mark. But I don't know how that works. That I don't understand, but that's what I read about. Well, there you have it. I don't know why it doesn't work. What is going on? I don't know. Let's just hope the one we put on there fixes it, because I don't see any evident problems with that. But I don't know what I'm looking at, don't know what I'm doing. And you probably haven't learned anything other than now you know what the inside of a Hydroboost looks like. All right, got Dentley on the lift, just finished Hydroboost install. And thanks to some of y'all folks' comments. So I did the lock to lock 5 times, pump the pedal 3 times. I did all that because that's what Google and YouTube tells you to do. But I saw in some of the comments when I was asking for help on this, what else to do. So what that is to pull a vacuum off the top of the power steering pump. And I did that. I'll show you what I did it with. Give me 1 second. Be right with you. In case y'all don't know, this is a Mighty Vac. Mighty Vac is commonly used for bleeding brakes. So what I did was went to a hardware store, and I've got this rubber plug. This rubber plug goes right in the top of the power steering pump. At that point, I take my Mighty Vac, and you just simply crank it up, pulls it into a vacuum. And when I did that and pumped the brakes, I could watch the vacuum gauge do this. Nothing really happening. Went, because I saw this in some of y'all's comments, turned the wheel all the way to lock, pulled it to a vacuum, kept vacuum, which means there's no air, right? That's what you think. So then, while under vacuum, I mashed the brake pedal. And when I mashed, that's easy enough to say, when I mashed the brake pedal, the vacuum, which I had at about 15 inches, 0. Huh, interesting. Pumped it up again, 15, empty, down to 0. Did that, I don't know how many times, until it quit falling down. So if it holds a vacuum, that means there can't be air. Now, pretty much all that's left to do is put some miles on it, see if it's fixed. It's so intermittent, though. That's what's aggravating about an intermittent problem, is it's intermittent. I would just simply rather something break and be broke, and then you figure out what's broke. But Dentley being Dentley, that's what it is. Hydroboost, freshly reman. Power steering pump, freshly reman. Steering rack, freshly reman. Hoses, new, crimped, all of them. All of this is stock 2004 Dodge 2500. Dentley is a 1500, but The power steering pump is the exact same part number. The Hydroboost fits right in there. The master cylinder has nothing to do with none of this. We're talking about power assist. I did see a lot of comments when I think the title was frustrated brake problems or something like that. There is nothing, the master cylinder has nothing to do with the power assist. The brakes are bled properly. It has brakes even when I lose power assist. It's just really hard to push them. Anyway, every part of this, with the exception of the hoses, because they're crimped hoses, hydraulic hoses that I had made, is all 2004 2500 Dodge truck that came with an Hydroboost. We got it all on the 1500. So let's just fingers crossed that our problem is solved and done, and it gives me a good excuse to go drive around in Dentley. I'm never mad about that. I get frustrated when I lose power brakes, but it's still fun to drive. Sunday here at the shop. Got home last night from Let's Race Cars. Took a 2 or 3 mile cruise in Dentley. So far, so good on the brakes. So the next project is our parachute mount. So basically, y'all saw that being built by Jeffrey. So what I'm doing here is, this is the plate that goes inside your parachute bag. Just got it squared up, drilled some holes. The bag has to be bolted through, and that's what we're doing. Making a mess out in the shop. Sunday, fun day. Let's get it done. Okay, so we drilled our holes in the plate that goes to the mount. Here is our aluminum plate that goes inside the parachute bag. So what I did was measure, tried to get it square, made me a couple little marks in there. And this is made out of some pretty strong nylon stuff. I am going to take a piece of welding wire, turn it red hot and poke a hole through there, spin it around, make me a bolt hole through the nylon so it doesn't fray. That's how we do that. All right, simple piece of welding wire. Just going to turn this bad boy hot. Does better if you have MAP gas, but I don't, so this is what I'm using. See that getting nice and red hot? See if I can do this without burning myself. Nice and hot. I'll go right here to my marks. We'll go right here to our marks and boom. I don't know if you can see that or not, but put a hole right in it. I'll do that 4 times, and that's how you get your parachute on the back of your ride. That's it, simple. And that is it. So, like I say, burned them holes in there, put the bag sandwiched in between the aluminum plate and the plate Jeffrey built here. That's really pretty simple. Pretty simple. So now, I didn't show you this because it's just simply drilling holes, but I drilled a hole for the pin to go through. I might as well show y'all the setup on everything, what it actually is going to do. Here we go, back at Dentley, you just like putting a receiver hitch. Well, you are putting a receiver hitch in. A hitch for the, that's that. There it is. Now we just got to finish it. So that's it. Parachute slides in. The tail of the parachute will fit here. Got to get a little CRC spray paint. Powder coat in a can. What do you think, Millie girl? Huh? What do you think, Millie girl? And there we have it. Parachute is on. It is not functional. I've still got to run a cable to a handle inside the truck, but I like how it looks. Come out good. Jeffrey did a great job as always. That Donna said that Dentley definitely does not need a parachute. Same as it don't need the wheelie bars. This over 5,000 pound behemoth will probably never go fast enough to need the parachute. And it definitely is not going to carry the front end needing wheelie bars. But anyway it goes, we've got parachute on there to match the wheelie bars. Ah, dang, look who done showed up in Drummond's.
Oh my goodness.
It's the Milkman. Dude,
What's up?
how are you?
Doing good. Kinda.
You caught me working.
Oh, really?
All right, so Danny, AKA the Milkman, I showed y'all coming in, but as soon as he got where I could see him, I'm like, dang, dude, what happened?
Man.
Holy crap, let's see the rest of it.
Got us good.
Good grief, dude.
Yep.
What did you do?
So I was at a buddy's house, just built him a little Dominator to put on his big block Ford. I was tweaking on the idle mixer screws, and we got it hot. It was the first startup. We were setting the timing, getting everything tweaked in right, and popped the radiator hose.
Oh,
and
my
I was standing
goodness.
right there, and when it did it, got here, eye, contact saved the eye, and the arm, everything. And it was
Dude, it got you good.
it was pretty bad there for a little bit. Went to the convenient care. They got us hooked up. Keep on rolling. That's all
Man,
can
you
do.
got it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
Been trying to,
Dude,
and
I'm-
you can clean it up, do whatever you want. They gave us some cream to put on it, but man, it gets to hurting every once in
Hey.
a while.
Everybody that's ever worked on the car has done it.
That's right. Yep.
And
It's not
we're
if,
lucky
it's
that's,
when.
Yes.
Yep.
And you're lucky that's all it was.
Absolutely. Oh,
Me
yeah,
too.
my vision. That
Yes.
scared me. That startled me.
Dang
Because
right.
that's a big deal.
You dang right.
Big deal. Absolutely.
Got to see that tree.
Yeah, I like the Pro Tree.
Yeah, you see I got one right back yonder.
Oh, no.
All right. Iggy and Millie done showed up. They had to meet the Milkman.
They beat me up. They beat me up.
So the truth is, me and you been here, what, good 2 hours probably?
Every bit of it.
And both
Yeah.
of us have failed as content creators. Both of us got just a little
Living in the moment.
living in the moment.
Sometimes that's a lot of people get on me. They're like, man, if you put more content out, I think your views would do better. But man, I like going places, real human interaction, and just
Without-
enjoying talking. You know what I mean?
Without the camera going,
Yeah,
that's it.
just enjoy
That's
it. The camera makes it weird. Sometimes you just pull a camera up and everybody's just
Yeah,
looking at your camera.
right.
So,
I think me and you are so used to it, though, we don't even think nothing about
yeah,
it.
yeah. And it's nice to be around those people that
Right,
they
right.
bring that camera out too when you show up. You're like, all right, I can get something here.
All right, so I know you got a long ride. How far is it? 6 hours, 6.5 hours?
Should be around five and a half.
hours.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So what's the game plan? You got a motor in the back of the truck out there
Get
right
that
now.
Big old, little old Morgan and Sons engine in the back. Take it home, and we're gonna try to get some of it knocked out tonight. Hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have it all done. New intake, all that. Race in Louisiana, so street race. We've been struggling in the street. Made strides the last time out. Hopefully we can improve on it. Not hurt nothing. Go real fast. Maybe get some money. That's what we need.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you was in the final at Yellow Belly here recently. I watched it.
Yeah, well, and then we went
watched.
to finals at Wichita last weekend. Frontside no prep, we've been to the finals at every event we've been out to this year.
Heck yeah.
So our
The
street
truck's
game,
really coming around, though.
I know it.
It
Oh,
really
man.
is. I think you kind of found something in the back of the truck during the wintertime, it seemed like. I know
Yeah.
you showed some of
Wishbone.
it. Yep. the
Wishbone lining up, the gear sets. We got to moving them around, and proofs in the pudding. We've got it rocking and rolling, and we're excited to go finally show everybody what we're capable of. You know,
Right.
It sucks when you go out there and
Yeah.
keep blipping that tire, but we finally got it on lock, and yeah, we really want to show everybody what we can do.
And you know what's really funny? Of course, we've been on the struggle bus with the top fuel car, qualifying okay, but we have not won around. And boy, there's a lot of experts out there that'll tell you how to run your car.
Yeah, especially your top fuel car.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. My 327 makes that kind of power. Yeah.
All right, we're not going to keep him, but I'm telling y'all, tune in. Trailer Park Garage. He's always got some cool stuff going.
Yeah, baby. Try to at least.
Always. It's always fun and entertaining. I even enjoy the lives. You hadn't done one in a little while.
Man, don't say it. I think about them all the time.
They're fun
just
when
get
you
so
do it.
wrapped up.
I get out here working, and I may not even be watching, and I'll just
listen.
I'll just listen and somebody says something, I'll jump on there and comment.
Yeah.
Well, brother, thanks for coming
Absolutely.
by.
I appreciate you guys, and thanks for letting me, come check out your hot rods. That's what we love, and it's
We
good
love
to
our
have
hot
people
rods.
to do it with. So
Absolutely.
hell yeah.
We did everything but go burn rubber because we covered all the bases in the last little while.
Yeah, and I'd say pretty soon we might go burn some rubber.
I need to make my way up there to Kentucky and bring Dentley. You know about
Yes.
4-links, and I don't know nothing.
Hey, don't say that, because the internet experts will tell you that I don't know nothing about the 4-links either.
Yeah, but we got big old floppy tires. It should be easier,
I
right?
can't wait to put big tires back on mine. We need to get this out and the OG out, and we need to do another cruise.
Absolutely.
You know what? You might need to start doing multiple cruises
We can do that.
all around.
We can do that. We
Yep.
can raise some money for the animals. Not mine. Them are well taken care of, but
Yes,
animal rescue.
absolutely.
It's a lot of animals need lots of care.
Heck yeah.
All right, y'all. We're going to let him hit the road. Go get
See
his
you
hot
guys.
rod going.
That's right.
Got to go work
them
on that hot rod.
rods. That's right. Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
you stopping, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. See you guys.
What's up? I'm the Milkman, and this is Trailer Park Garage.
Holy smokes. Guess where we're at? Bet you can't guess. Look at this guy.
I cannot believe the Milkman done showed up in Drummond's.
Crazy.
Crazy.